For the first time ever, we get Verde Fangio paint on a Alfa Romeo Giulia Veloce, and for the first time ever, we're able to pair this green paint with red interior. This is the Christmas spec of the 2025 Alfa Romeo Giulia Veloce, and we have it here at Alfa Romeo Central Florida. I'm gonna show this thing off to you guys, this colorway, the options, features, and everything you guys need to know about the 2025 model year Giulia. Let's get it. What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rise. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another video where we got a couple firsts today. We never had Verde Fangio on an Alfa Romeo Giulia Veloce, and this is blowing my mind because keep in mind the only paint that was done in green was Verde Montreal, and that was reserved for the Giulia Quadrifoglio and Stelvio Quadrifoglio. Well, they retired the Quadrifolios for 2024, and the paint went with it. But since the Tonale came in 2023, we got Verde Fangio paint, and now for the first time for 2025, we have it on an Alfa Romeo Giulia Veloce. Now, that's not the only thing because we got red interior. Alfa Romeo has loosened the restrictions and allowed you to pair green with red. So we have a Christmas spec in front of us right here today. This is the first time we've been able to do this, so I wanted to show it off here at Alfa Romeo Central Florida. Let's get right to it. Now, big shout out to Alfa Romeo Central Florida for letting me take a spin around this Giulia Veloce. Now, if you guys want this model or any other model they have here in their lineup, make sure you guys check the link in the description below for their website link. Their phone number's there as well. Give them a call, check out their inventory, get one of these beautiful Giulias on the road today. Now, you guys know what's under the hood, the heart, the beating passion that is this inline 4 2-liter engine that the Alfa Romeo Giulia has had since it first came out in 2016. So with that said, this is going to be something that actually we're going to see going away. Could be the Hurricane engine from Stellantis coming in next, and that's going to be on a different platform. This is the Giorgio. That could be the STLA or Stella Large platform that's going to be on the next Giulia. Now they're talking about, since the whole presidential election, well, keeping the gas engine, which we were a little nervous at first, all right? And that gas engine won't be the same as this engine. It will be probably that Hurricane engine that Stellantis has that's currently in the Charger Daytona. Now, that means more power than we currently have here today, but might not be as agile on that platform as we talked about this, being the Giorgio having the 50-50 weight distribution, carbon fiber drive shaft, and obviously limited slip diff, everything like that is on this Giulia. Now, with that said, this inline 4 2-liter is pumping out 280 horsepower and 305 pound-feet of torque. And with the 8-speed ZF transmission, that's going to rocket you from 0 to 60 in around 5.7 seconds with a top speed around 150 miles per hour. So, with that said, this is the last iteration of this engine you guys will see in the Giulias until the next generation comes out, which should be the 2026 model years. We'll have to see exactly when Alfa Romeo decides to roll these out. But for now, we're appreciating this as this could be the final times we see them. Now, giving you guys the full background on why this is the first time we have this green paint, because remember, the 2023 Tonale came out with Verde Fangio paint, which is what you see here, and it carried over to the 2024 Tonale. But it also was added for the 2024 Giulia Quadrifolios. So you had the Giulia Quadrifoglio with two different green shades that were very similar. Verde Montreal, which was the standard one, and then Verde Fangio, all right? So they added two greens, and then you had the Quadrifoglio disappear for the 2024 model year, leaving this to be the only green paint in Alfa Romeo's lineup. So they decided to give it across the whole entire lineup, all right? They handed it out to the 2.0s, the Veloces, as well as the Sprints or the standard models, whatever you want to call them, in 2025. So this is our only green paint for 2025, and we can finally have it on this model. Now, with that said, you guys will see what you guys know and love from Alfa Romeo when it comes to the overall moniker. So you guys will see the beautiful front fascia and the Trilobo Scudetto right up front with the dark Vito grill pattern. Not grill pattern, grill color. And then you will also see, with that said, the very, very aggressive front fascia with, again, that downward triangular grill setup. Nice little sporty setup. And obviously this is the newer look when it comes to the front fascia. Extra side blade over here as well with ventilation. Again, not just for sportiness, but for functionality, because this is all functional. All right, airflow is going to come in, help keep everything cool, and it's going to look phenomenal. Now you guys will also see with those 3+3 LED headlamps, new for 2024. We get the black housing there as well, and we will see those fully illuminated very shortly. And then you take a step back and you put it all together, and it's the same beautiful Alfa Romeo that you know and love, but it is awesome to have this color on this specific spec, not just on the quads. Side profile has a lot of flavor as well with the 19-inch glossy 5-hole wheels, red calipers, white script, and the monochrome center cap right there to go along with it. And then you guys will see we do have the Veloce badge because we have a Veloce package, all right? It's not necessarily a standard Veloce as you know and are familiar with. There's a difference. There's a difference in the sticker. We will see that breakdown as well. Now you guys will also see the mirror caps here, done in black. And then it matches up with the window moldings, B-pillar and C-pillar. Now we do have a glass roof because we have a panoramic sunroof going all the way back with the shark fin antenna as well. And keeping everything mean and green. With the red calipers, you can definitely tell with that Christmas spec is going to look so good, so symmetrical when it comes to the interior. Now the rear of the Giulia is serving looks as one of the sexiest bums in the game. We're not gonna lie here, right? The curves, the overall styling and stance is beautiful with the Alfa Romeo insignia front and center. Q2 badge, like you know what our drivetrain is all about. And we do also have the Giulia badge in chrome here. We did get the chrome, or not chrome, but clear tail lamps for 2024, and they brought it back in 2025. So you guys will see here again today. And then the bottom, the rear diffuser, shark fin, sporty as always with red reflectors. The Fox honeycomb grill surround around those black exhaust tips, dual exhaust for this model. Again, looking as good as possible when it comes to this Giulia sedan. I want to know what you guys think though. Is it one of the best bums in the game, or at least in its class? 13 cubic feet of space per usual when it comes to the Giulia, and as you guys will see, well, the battery is still over there. As you guys will notice that the cover is off, which is right there. All right, and then you have the 40-20-40 split when it comes to the rear folding seats. You do have the triggers there to fold down those seats. And then you guys will see, once we move this, floor mats, everything like that, we do have a false floor underneath here, but it's not much of a false floor. Yeah, we just got the tow hook there and a screwdriver. All right, we do got run flat tires here, so we don't necessarily need that spare. But plenty of space, pretty practical when it comes to the Giulia per usual on these models. Now, when it comes to fuel economy, you're looking at 27, 24, 33. That means 27 combined city and highway, 24 for the city, and 33 for the highway. And of course, premium fuel goes inside of this Veloce. Now, per usual, gotta show you guys the illumination when it comes to those switchback 3+3 LEDs between bright white and amber. And then you guys will see the LED headlamp as well with the beautiful amber turn indicator. And then you have it right here on the side as well in the mirror cap. There you go. And then in the rear, the reflector with the turn indicators, the bright red LEDs. What do you guys think when it comes to this Christmas spec Giulia? Now, this is what I've been fussing about. So follow me inside the interior because you guys have been peeking at it, I'm sure, through the windows with the Rosso Sport seats and with obviously the green paint. That is simply gorgeous. Check that out with the embossed logo right there. Perforated leather, the bolstering, the extra thigh support, as you guys will see here. Against the green, looks crazy. I mean, wow, we have to hop inside of this thing, but just this colorway right here that we're not used to seeing, I have to show off for you guys with the aluminum side sill, Alfa Romeo script. Before we get in, you guys will see black door all throughout. We have the aluminum bezel around the door handle, and we have the soft touches on the door cards with the armrest here, stitching there as well. Speaker grill, window controls, mirror controls, and locks up there. Memory seats right there as well. But wow, check this out. Let me know what you guys think. Just seeing this colorway right here, and I mean, wow, this is just cool to see for once. It is just different. Now, as of lately, funny enough, just like the Stelvio Quadrifoglio I just filmed here, I got this car before it was fully PDI'd. So we're gonna start it up, and you're gonna see all the electronics, but you're not gonna see that infotainment screen. So I'm sorry about that. It's not fully PDI'd, so you're gonna have a flashing battery light here, as you guys see. All right, this is out of the showroom floor. As soon as they got it, they cleaned it up, put it in there. So with this, awesome spec, I just had to pull it out and get it for you guys. that infotainment's been there since 2020, when Alfa Romeo did the mid-cycle refresh for the Giulia and Stelvio. This infotainment that would have been there is been there. So for 5 years, you guys know what this thing is. If you haven't seen this infotainment, Alfa's in-house system, make sure you guys just go check out a different video. I'll have that fully on. Now, I mean, the backup camera does work, so that's been the same for years. But with that said, the rest of the screen doesn't work, but you guys know what that looks like. What we have here in front of us today is a flat bottom steering wheel, perforated leather for the inserts. And with this fully leather steering wheel, we also have the monochrome Alfa Romeo insignia on the airbag there and the start-stop button. And with that, you have the driver assistance systems as well. And you also have controls for your infotainment, radio, everything on this side. As you guys will see, we can press this button here. It will highlight the center there. And then I can actually scroll up and change the information depending on what I want right there in the center of this digital instrumentation. Now, with that said, you guys also have a way to change the instrumentation here, actually. So I press that, and you guys will see we have 3 different views. 1, 2, and 3. Now, I like that one the best. And remember, this was new for 2024 as they implemented this digital instrument cluster. So with that, the speedo has been fully digitized, and it's here for 2025 as well. Now, with that said, you will also see that we do have the giant paddle shifters done in aluminum, column mounted. You always know where they are. We do have the lane keep assist right here and the high beams here. And we do have the windshield washer nozzles here. Telescopic steering wheel. So pull that down and I can put that wherever I want, adjust it there. Turbine vents on the side for our HVAC vents. And then we have our low beam controls, parking sensors, and start stop over here as well. And no extra storage on this side like the Stelvio. Typical dash here, keeping it pretty standard, aluminum when it comes to this insert. And then you guys will see the glove box here. Plenty of space down there. And again, the beautiful seats. We do have a panoramic roof with the sunshade there, keeping the sun out, no glares. And then you guys will also see, we do have our hazard buttons, dual zone with our climate control. We do have heated seats and steering wheel down here as well. All right, for those controls, USB 2.0 here and a 12 volt there with extra storage, cup holders. And then we have our key fob holder, electric parking brake. We have our beautiful perforated leather wrapped shifter here, or gear selector, where we can do a 2-track system and do our shifting here as well. And then you guys saw reverse and then park right there. Neutral, I just skipped over. Now, with that said, you guys will also see that we do have the Italian flag here as well. And then we do have the radio controls and our DNA drive mode selector and its beautiful aluminum bezel. Now, the DNA drive mode selector, advanced efficiency, will be for cruise control, highway driving, natural, everyday driving, bumper to bumper traffic, and then dynamic. That's when you turn things up a little bit. That's when you want to get squirrely and you guys really want to use the throttle response. You want to use that limited slip diff, everything there to get this car where you want it to go, plan it where you want it to be, and have the most fun doing it. Now, you do have the red when it comes to the armrest here, USB 2.0 C and aux cable right there in the center. And then we also have the wireless charging mat here with the RF transmitter just in case your key fob battery dies. Now, with that said, you do have your rearview mirror here, and you also have up top, you could do your sunshade and your sunroof. Can't do it right now because our battery issue, SOS, our dome light, floodlights, all that right there. Home link right here in the visor for your garage door opener. And then you would have a mirror with the light, but the light is not working because the battery thing as well, because it's not fully PDI. Sorry for robbing you guys of that experience, but with that said, I had to really show off this spec, and that's what I wanted to do today. Now in the rear, you get the same beautiful Rosso interior as up front. Perforated seats, sporty buckets, looking beautiful. Now you guys will also see armrest here, cup holders there. Look up top, we do have the sunroof here. And then you will also see HVAC vents, the climate control with the turbine vents, USB 2.0 and heated seat controls back there as well. In the backrest, we do have our cargo nets as well. And then in the door paneling, you guys will see the soft touches when it comes to the door cards and the armrest here with the stitching there as well. and that aluminum bezel going across the aluminum door handle, keeping it pretty standard and simple when it comes to the door paneling here. Really, the interior is what you focus on when it comes to those red leather seats. Now let's break down the sticker of the 2025 Giulia Veloce with the base price of $43,995, and then some additional options with a $19.95 destination charge, giving us a $54,590 price tag. Now basic warranties 4 years 50 with the powertrain 4 years 50 as well. And how do we get this to this price here? Okay, let's talk about it. Options: $2,200 for that Verde Fangio green metallic paint. Worth it in my opinion. And then for the first time, pairing it with the red leather sport seats, that's going to be $750. Now we do get a driver assist package at $300, the sunroof at $1,500, and we have the Veloce package rear-wheel drive. Remember, the Veloce is not just a model, you have to add it as a package, and that's $1,600. Is going to give you everything here, like the Veloce rear-wheel drive, silver Veloce badge, Q2 badge, limited slip diff, all that stuff is right here as well. Now you will also see that we do have the 19-inch 5-hole sport wheels at $2,250. Everything there is your additional options. Everything here is standard. So you have everything when it comes to your equipment that will come at that base price of $43,995. So make sure you guys pause, zoom in, screenshot, do whatever you need to do to see all the standard equipment you get for 2025 versus the additional add-ons that we have here today. What do you guys think about the Giulia for 2025 in this spec, guys? All right, guys, so at $54,590, how you guys feeling about Verde Fangio and Rosso interior? Drop those comments down below. Between the two colorways, what do you guys feel about this spec finally being able to put on the Giulia for the 2025 model year? Now, with that said, if you guys did enjoy the video, as always, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. But make sure you guys also check the links down in the description below for Alfa Romeo Central Florida's website link and their phone number. Give them a call and get this beautiful car out there on the road today. We need to see this in the wild, right? Now, make sure you guys also check the links if you guys want to help further support the channel. I appreciate the extra love you guys show. Let me, you guys also can subscribe, but click the notification bell if you do, so you don't miss one video. And with that said, we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.